find a way out of this hole.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. This one to Bourne out on the left side.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta. Be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind and hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet take
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the New England Patriots. The kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. Quickly to the air is Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Play action. It's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Chase Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jones. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, it's Stevenson. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back to Stevenson on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Patriots nothing.
Second and 10. Off the bootleg. Jones rolling to his right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Mike Gesicki taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
This goes out wide for Mixon. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Short throw to Smith. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got Smith here. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 2nd down and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Ty Montgomery. He's to the 15, 10, 5. Well, he nearly took it the distance. Not quite, though. What a great return as they finally corral him inside the 5 at the 3.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. A final shot before break. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow on play action. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. And Burrow going to change the play. On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run with Mixon. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset. They'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Boy, for most of us, that has taken a big risk in the fourth quarter of a tie game. But this is a head coach that has absolute confidence in his offense. And they repay that trust by not just getting a first down, but getting big yardage as well.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. But I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
You got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6 coming up. Burrow. to be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Pass complete to Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.